Welcome guys! Today I want to show you 4 exercises that you can do with very little space needed. For that today I have those 4 mats here on the floor and I measured it. It is 1 meter and 20 centimeters and here the same distance. So what I want to show you today is you don't need to go to a gym, you don't need a big apartment, you don't need crazy equipment, and if you cannot afford going to a gym where you have the space, no worries, you can go outside, you can train at home. And this is especially for people that train at home. Maybe it's very cold outside, maybe it's raining, maybe whatever reason it is, you only need this kind of space, and I think this almost everyone has at home. So I want to give you some inspiration, and I would like to also show you maybe some levels for all those 4 exercises. So let's go through them together and we start right away. Good, the first exercise. I have this one exercise that you maybe see often in my posts, in my feed, the kick in or the side kicks. But of course, as you see now, my foot goes over the border because I want to stay in this square to show you we don't need a lot of space. So what we can do now is when we do this exercise, instead of kicking sideways, we try to kick high, because this space we can also use very well if you don't have a lot of space like this. So the movement itself, let's do it together. You place the shoulders above the wrists and the knees, they have to be bent. The legs are bent, that's important. Of course, if I go for straight legs, you see I'm not in the square again. So I have to stay small to stay in this square. And now as I kick sideways, you see the one foot turns out. The direction I want to kick, the foot turns. I rotate here on the ball of my foot and then I place it flat. And now I don't kick out, I try to kick up. And as I kick up, I can stay in this space. I rotate back in, bam. Same thing to the other side. Rotate the foot out, I kick, don't kick sideways, kick up. Rotate, kick up. Rotate, kick up. And you're also gonna feel you're using a lot of your hamstrings because you need to bring your leg close to your head. Hamstring mobility, hip flexor work, core work, shoulder work, so a lot of benefits with this exercise. One more time guys, if you want, follow me. Here, kick and bring it up as close as you can to your head. Think about you want to kick your head. Rotate back in, kick your head, rotate back in, and always try to stay in this square. If this is too much yet, I show you an easier variation. In the easy variation, you are here and you just sit down sideways, keep the leg bent, push your hips up, rotate back in. Rotate the foot out as before, but now I sit down. Here I can relax for a second, I rotate back, bam. Sit down, come back, sit down, come back. Still many muscles used and a great exercise to start and then slowly progress with kicking your leg up and keep the feet off the floor when kicking sideways. That's the first one, so the kick in, up. Good, then the second one, we turn around, we go into this position here. So here, of course, we can support with the hips up. We stay in this square and the hands, I have them turned back or sideways, whatever feels well for you. I don't suggest you to go like this. Here we close the shoulders, but I want you to open the shoulders to create also more range, and it's also less stress on your wrists. And now what we do here is, I try to lift up first, I lift up the right foot and the left hand at the same time. All right, place it back. Now I lift up the left foot and the right hand. And you feel ready, you need a lot of balance here. Because if you don't, you fall on either side. You need to time it and control it. A lot of core work, shoulder work, leg work here. And what is important, the hand and the foot don't go too close together, because here the balance is much harder. If you stand a bit wider, you have more balance, more control. And of course, this is the first exercise, the first level you can do. Just stay in this and lift up, lift up. Level 2, touch the foot. Come back, touch the foot. Touch, touch, touch. That is level 2. Now I show you a level 3 to make it way harder. In the level 3, what we do is I lift up the right leg and now I try to bring the right knee close to my right arm. The foot, the left foot can rotate a little bit if I need, but I have to keep this tension. You see, I want to bring my knee as close as I can to the arm. Back to center, other side. Lift up the right arm, left leg goes up, rotate in, touch. Touch, touch. One of my favorite core exercises. And you see again, I stay in this square all the time. Name of the exercise, table, knee in. If you don't do that, table, foot touches, this is the table position. Exercise number 2. Now we go for exercise number 3. Now, maybe it was a lot of pressure on the wrists also. So I want to show you variation on the elbows, so we can give a break to our wrists. Important, again, it's not a basic elbow plank. I would fall out of the square. I have to stay small. I keep my legs bent. Benefits of keeping the legs bent in this position. Here I have quad activation, much more. If I'm here, my legs can relax much more. Here, more work for all this part here. So you have even benefits if you stay very small in this exercise. And now in my elbow, we do the same thing, almost the same thing as you did with the kick outs here. But now I stay on the elbow. What I want to do is knees up, rotate out, touch the knee, rotate back, touch the knee. If you want, you can even pull the knee towards you, come back, hold it, come back, hold it, come back. Again, you see my foot rotates out. And I have to keep now a lot of core tension here, even more as if I would be on my hand. I can touch the knee if I want and bring it close. And I always stay close. I don't want to fall out again off this square, side to side. That's going to be a tough one for your core. To make it easier, we stay in elbow plank, of course. We stay small. And then what we do is we lift up one elbow and we step one foot out, back to center. Lift up the left elbow, right foot steps to the side, back. Lift up the right, step to the left, step to the right with the left foot. Step, step. To make it even easier, if you feel like it's too much tension now here, always in the center, place the knees to the floor. Knees on the floor, knees up. Knees down to rest, knees up. Knees down to rest, knees up. So we can start here and then slowly progress. If this is too much, you could even stay here, knees up, rest. Knees up, rest. Also great exercise for stability and core strength. That was number 3, elbow side kicks with the knee hold or with the step out or only lifting the knees up and down. Last one, number 4, I want to give you some more leg work so we can stand up. Like I said, we can use this space here very well. So here you can play a little game with it. You have this square and the legs. We don't only want to work the legs in this perfect angle where we don't injure our knees, because if we would go with the knees over the toes, that's really bad for our bodies. It is not bad at all. It is very beneficial for our knees to go with them over the toes. It will strengthen all this area here, so don't avoid it. But of course, don't go for too much weight, don't overdo it, so you don't want to get injured. Your body has to adapt step by step. So we play this game. First, we only step with the left foot. Right foot stays. And now we can play around in this square with all the angles. You can squat down. What I mean is, I go to this corner here, I squat down. That means the back knee touches the floor. I can try here. I can try there. I can try here. So what you want to do is, you step in every angle in this corner and you always squat down as low as you can. You can have the heel elevated, you can have the foot flat, up to you, totally up to you. There are no rules. The only rule is squat down as low as you can for your own body and try all the different angles. You see? So beneficial leg work. And you will feel your leg working a lot. You can do the right leg first and then you work with the left and you step with the right, and we do the same. Figure out playing around with all those angles, but always stay within this range to not use a lot of space, especially when you're training at home. To make it easier, you decide how low you go. In the beginning, only go as low as you can. This is a level everyone can do, but also this one, already very good, even if you don't squat down very low. So start playing around with the angles, and over time you can squat lower and lower. So those are the 4 exercises, 4 ideas I want to show you today to give you a little bit of an inspiration that you don't need much space, you don't need a crazy gym, you don't need crazy equipment to have a healthy and strong and functioning body. How to do them as a workout? I know this question I get asked many times when I show exercises. So today, to make it very quick, if you want to do this as a little workout, I would suggest you do each exercise 40 seconds on, then take a 20-second rest, then go for the next exercise, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, next exercise. What I mean is exercise 1, 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest. Exercise 2, 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest. 3, 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest. And the last exercise, 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest. The last one, since it's like working only on one side, you can decide if you go 40 seconds one leg, then 40 seconds the other, or if you do 20 seconds each leg. Go for 2 to 4 rounds in total, and you're gonna have a nice little workout. And now, of course, if you would like to have more structured and detailed workouts and programs where you can even swap exercises to easier or harder progressions like I showed you today, I suggest you start your 7-day free trial in my training app, and you will have hundreds of exercises, hundreds of progressions, workouts, and even full programs over 6 to 7 weeks. Also educational video where I explain you tutorials or other topics about my kind of philosophy of bodyweight training. So the link is in my profile description, and maybe it can be the perfect Christmas present as well. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more inspirational content. Thank you so much for joining, try the exercises and have fun. Let's go.